Hello everyone, my name is B or Onyx Nova Cosplay, and today we are going to be talking about Akaicon 2024. Now, if you don't know, Akaicon is based in Tennessee, and it is one of my absolute favorite conventions to go to every single time I can. I missed the last few years just because life was happening, but I'm so glad I got to go back and hang out with some of my friends. So today I'm going to talk about all the pros and cons of the convention itself, so I hope you will enjoy me on this little adventure as we dive in and see what 2024's Akaicon had in store for us. Let's go. Woo! I can't fully spin in this chair. Let's go! Hi, you're in my car! I'm on the way to my friend's house for Akaicon. On the way there, all I have left to do is to detangle some wigs so they look nice when I wear them. But I should be good. I have this weird feeling that I forgot something. I'm really just hoping that that's just like my anxiety of like travels and not like I actually forgot something. But yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna get on the road and I will let you guys know when I'm there. Bye! So the first thing I'd like to talk about are just my generic thoughts about the convention before we really jump into it. This convention is a little nostalgic for me because I've been going since I was like in middle school, high school, and being able to spend that time with my friends that I deeply care about meant the world to me. So this might seem like a biased take just in general, but I promise you I'm separating the good times with them versus the not so good times with other things that happened. And now mind you, I'm going to say this now, there are not a lot of bad things that I'm going to talk about. It's mostly positive. The things I enjoyed the most, of course, are going to be about cosplay and getting to cosplay with my friends and just everyone having a good time. I don't think I heard of anyone not having a good time while I was there. Doesn't mean that people didn't have a good time, it just means that I didn't hear about it. But I thoroughly enjoyed this convention. I thoroughly enjoyed the people I got to see and hang out with and meet while I was there. And it was just a wonderful time overall. The first thing that I want to talk about is actually entering the building itself. It's set up all nice. The table is right there when you walk in. I would trust any of these people at this table with my life. They are all super sweet, kind individuals. They always handle things really well. I don't feel like I'm in trouble. Like, there's some cons I go to where I feel like they just yell at me. Like, no, these people are very sweet, very kind, and I enjoy every single moment I get to be around the employees and the volunteers and the people who are just there. Also, they have cute little art boards that they updated daily, and I had to include that because my best friend made a little piece of art. The next thing I want to talk about is the dealer's room / artist alley. The dealer's room / artist alley is possibly like the biggest part of this convention. This was the line on the first day just to get in while we were all waiting. My friends and I decided that the room's still going to be there. We don't mind waiting for everyone else to go in who wants to go in. 3, 2, 1. We were in no rush. We knew we were there for 3 days. I will say though, the room was massive. It was jam-packed with creative people and the candy table with the Long Man gummy thing. If you don't know Long Man, look up the Long Man Japanese ads. Oh my gosh. But it had so many wonderful artists and booths, and I didn't see a single AI artist, AI generated art, whatever you want to call it, there at all. It was wonderful. Every single table we stopped to, everyone was so kind. I also would like to say that I spent a lot of time here just looking around because I did not have a lot of money to spend, but boy howdy do I like looking at things.
Unboxing video?
Now you are.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, you guys good. Go. I want to see what we got.
Stop!
Who do we get?
I got crocodile.
Who we get? Show me. Show me the little babies. Show me the little babies.
You're so cute.
I also love seeing what my friends buy because it's always so cute, and I'm just like, wow, I love seeing people so passionate about the things that they love. It makes me so excited. Next up, I would like to talk about the game room. Now, the game room was in fact its own separate building because they just had so much going on. There were a lot of tables for card and board games. There was also some of my favorite Japanese games. Also, side note, this table flipping game became our obsession. We literally played this every single day. I played it multiple times. I was in love with this game. I also think all conventions should have some sort of game room because when nerds get together, that's usually what we do is game. I also didn't film a lot of it, but there was a small booth of a store called Next Level Games where they were selling like Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all that good stuff, as well as a whole little section that was just video games of different types. They even had like tournaments and things for both, I want to say for both card and video games. It was pretty intense, and it was a lot of fun to like watch and see what happened. They also had a lot of booths set up in there. Like there was Coral Kai, who I showed at the beginning, the mermaid. She had her own little area set up. People could take photos with her. They had a professional photog in the corner you could get photos with. There was also different conventions that had tables set up in there, as well as the Cospital, which is like the cosplay hospital where they would help you like fix your stuff. And it was really cute, and my friend runs that, so I was like, heck yeah, girl, go get it. But yeah, overall, loved that space. We went there every day. It was worth the walk in the heat to go experience new games and have fun with our friends doing things that we loved. It was a great time. Also, Caroline absolutely killed it at every rhythm game she played, but she is a music major, so I think it's only fair. I will say they also had a spot that was for meetups, but it was for like 5 people. So we got kicked out of a spot that literally only 5 people ended up being in, and we were 4 people. And it wasn't like it was one corner that was dedicated to this meetup. Like, no, like there was this entire area of tables and like 5 or 6 people showed up, and we were like, okay, I mean, was it really worth us moving? I don't know, but I digress. Next up, I'm going to talk about the panels. Now, I would like to preface this by saying I am not a big panel person. I only even saw 3 of them, but I personally think that the panels could use some work. Not all of them, mind you, but I think there needs to be a better vetting process for panels to see which ones have not put in much effort versus which ones have put in a lot of effort and deserve a better time slot than like 8 in the morning on Sunday morning. Or I think it was 9 in the morning, but I digress. I think there needs to be a better vetting process just so people know what they're getting into, because there was a panel we went to that while we it was fun in theory, when we actually got there, it was just a lot of yelling and screaming, and none of us actually had fun. We were all just kind of like talking to each other and like didn't want to be rude and leave early, so we just kind of sat through it. But then there were some panels that we were like, oh, this is actually really cute and well done, and we think the person running this panel did a great job. So, you know, there were pros and cons to everything. I just think there needs to be a better vetting process that shows that the person running the panel has actually put thought and effort into this more than just a little silly joke. Next up, I'm going to be talking about the lip sync contest, but let's let our host speak first.
How's everybody feeling? Welcome to our 2024 lip sync contest. Are y'all excited? Alright, I'm not gonna stick it.
I would first off like to start by saying that there were literally so many performers. Far too many performers. They needed to put a cap at like 20 max, because this was just an insane amount of performers. It took like 3 or 4 hours to get through or something like that. It felt like it went on for ages, and like even the crowd was starting to lose their pizzazz by the end of it, because we were all just like, this is great, we want to see these people perform, but we do not want to sit here for hours on end watching each and every single performance. There needs to be some sort of cap so we know that like this many people will be performing, so we can have a more accurate timeline for what's going on. Also, for both the cosplay contest and the lip sync contest, they need to move the performers behind the stage. They need to. I do not want to see the performers beforehand. Now, mind you, the lip sync had them like slightly off to the side in their own place, so that's less of a problem because I don't necessarily mind seeing the costumes of the people who are going to be performing, but it's more of a problem for the cosplay contest, but I'll get there. I will say though, I don't know the name of this host, but he apparently also hosted the drag show. He also was the host for both the lip sync and the cosplay contest. And I want to say, oh, and he was the DJ for their like little nightclub thing. He was awesome.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Akaicon 2024 Cosplay Contest!
I would also like to say, for the cosplay contest specifically, that the performers need to be behind the stage because I want to be surprised with what I'm seeing. I also think that they should, quite frankly, move the main stage into a smaller room because the space and the lighting in here is just so bad. I wish they would swap the dealer's room and the main stage. There's better lighting in that back room. There's also less space, so it would look better because it would look bigger. Needless to say, these people absolutely killed it. Everyone was amazing. Same with the lip sync contest. Everyone who performed was incredible. I cried and screamed so much that weekend that I literally lost my voice and thought I was sick. It was an amazing time, and I will be going back to Akaicon next year. I competed a few years ago, and I've been thinking about competing again. The theme for next year is space. If I remember correctly, it's like an outer space kind of thing. So I'm going to try and be on theme, on brand. But I think it'll be good to go back, hopefully meet up with my friends again, and get to experience this lovely convention all over again. Because quite frankly, it truly is the people that make this convention. The building is great, the people who run it are great, but it really does boil down to the people that I get to meet when I go there. I'm going to cry if I talk about it too much, but I love Akaicon. And I hope that if you are in the area around it next year that you will give it a chance because I truly think that it deserves it. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on this video or subscribe if you're new here. I also would love if you guys would leave down in the comments your thoughts and opinions on this convention. I know I was just rambling and these were my thoughts, but I'd like to know yours as well because I am not the only person with thoughts and opinions on this con. So leave them down below. And I think Akaicon also has a review that they put out, like your thoughts about the con. You can respond and let them know. Make sure you do that if you're watching this video still within the time frame of when that would happen, just so they also know what you're feeling. So anyway, I will see you guys when I see ya, hopefully with a crafting video next, because it's been a minute since we've done one of those. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!